All right, perfect. So it's Wednesday, February 26th, 2025. How's everyone doing?
Awesome. Awesome.
Good,
Doing
good.
great.
Okay. What are you guys experiencing in the market right now? What are you guys seeing in the market right now? What are you guys seeing?
Busy.
Slow. Okay. Busy. Slow, busy. Wow, that's like opposite ends there. Okay. Okay. Picking up. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I like that. Okay. So Jody, so you say picking up, like what are you seeing?
We're starting to see a lot more activity. We have more listings in our program. We have more listings in general through all the market centers than we've had the whole last half of last year
Wow.
at one time.
Yes.
And we're starting our our pendings have picked up. So we're noticing a trend toward the better.
Nice. I like that. I like
It's
it.
slow, but it's coming.
Yes.
Jody, this may be an off-the-wall question. You're seeing more listings. Do you have any intel on, are people staying in California or are they buying out of state? I mean, I don't know if you have that or not, but
Yeah,
we're seeing that.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's probably, I wouldn't even want to venture to say, I know a lot of people are moving out of state, but there's a lot that are staying, so.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't put that stat together.
Just curious, because I know we're seeing a lot of people that are buying, I mean, that are selling are actually, they're moving. And that's what they're doing.
Well, and if they sell here, they can leave the state and pay cash somewhere
Yeah,
else.
right. They're taking their California windfall and taking it to another state.
Yeah, I mean, affordability is an issue, and obviously in California. So okay.
Valid, because 380 is about our median price.
Wow.
So you can still stay in California under
Yeah.
500 and get a house.
Yep.
That's on here. Window HOA.
Yeah.
When you say Central Valley, where exactly? What area?
Visalia, Tulare.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Have one that's selling here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that. I love the fact that we are seeing more activity. So that's always a good thing. Perfect. All right. So let's get started. Just wait for the music to come. There it is. Perfect. All right. Perfect. So I want to hear from 3 of you guys. Tell me something good. It doesn't have to be real estate related. It can be life related.
Well, I haven't been here for a while in person, so I'm happy to be here in person. And I will share in 12 days, I get to meet my brand new grandson, first grandbaby for the first time. He lives in Australia, so
The land down under. Okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna come back with an accent.
Good. I love that. I love that. Awesome. All right. 2 more. 2 more. Dos más. Yes, William.
On my listing, we only got 1 offer, but we are okay. We're okay. Yeah.
Wait. Let's dial that back. Okay, so you got 1 offer.
Yeah.
Are you opening escrow on this offer?
We're in escrow, and also originally we're saying 40 days to closing. However, we can do it within 20 days.
There it is. Yes. Yes, exactly. You set that up wrong, William. You got an offer and you're opening escrow. Because I mean, honestly, how many buyers could buy a house?
1.
Exactly. That's all you need. All you need is one good offer. That's awesome. Perfect. I love that. All right, one more. Let's do it. One more. Come on. I know you guys got some other stuff happening. Cindy. Okay. All right. That means you get the opportunity to find your buyer for your listing, Tina. So I like that. Yes. Always look at the glass half full.
Back on activities again, right?
Yes.
Open house.
Exactly. Now maybe some potential sellers will come into your open house. Maybe you'll pick up another listing.
Yeah.
Always look at things half full, right? Yes. Perfect. That's all, Cindy. Your handles up.
I had roof damage and it's only gonna cost me $1,000, so I'm a little bit excited.
Awesome. Yes. Yes. I love that. Anyone else wants to share anything else good before we move forward? Going once? All right. Mr. West.
Been good. Rates been going down this week.
Okay.
We're like mid 6s for a conventional.
That's amazing.
Low 6s for
Okay.
FHA, so that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. And are you guys going to share all this information with your people in your database? Let them know interest rates have gone down. Be honest.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll do a flyer for you guys today, so you guys can share it with everyone. And I'm gonna check on all your social medias because if I don't see that flyer up there, you'll get a call from me. Just letting you know. So Yes, I mean, this is the thing that you guys need to do. I mean, a lot of things we always talk about, like, what should I be telling my buyers? You know what I mean? What should I be telling my sphere of influence? I don't want to bug them. This is stuff that you need to share with them. This is important, right? So definitely make sure that you share this information. Perfect. So our mission statement is to build careers worth having, business worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, legacies worth leaving. To be the real estate company of choice for our agents and their customers. God, family, then business. All right, our belief systems. I want to hear from at least 3 of you guys based on the belief systems here. What is going on with you in your business or personal? Come on. Where? Like ask you guys for money or something. Or William. All right.
Integrity.
Yeah, do the right thing. I like it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would say, on the disclosure side, especially, yeah.
Absolutely.
I meet the sellers, the buyers, and I definitely try to communicate with them like very, very frankly, yeah.
Yeah.
About what we've done, what we have seen from the house, and make sure that buyers are really, really disclosed this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very important. Absolutely. Jody?
Communication, think
Okay.
first to understand. As anybody here, were you able to attend family reunion either in person or virtually? Besides you?
Besides me?
I had a huge aha that goes to communication, seek first to understand. How do you respond when somebody asks you, how's the market?
Oh my gosh, that's like the line I always go over with you guys. Gals, you know it. How's the market? When someone asks you how's the market, what do you say?
Perfect.
Oh, wait, gals, we've rehearsed this like 3 or 4 times.
So
Wait, I gotta say on gals though, because we literally had this conversation, and this was totally the wrong thing to say. So what do you say when someone asks you how's the market?
sorry, I don't think out there.
Question, right? When someone asks you how's the market, you go back and ask them a question, right? I'm curious, why do you ask? All right, yes. All right, so since you've been saying perfect and stuff, let's get rid of that. And instead, you're gonna ask them a question. And I'm gonna let Jody talk more about that.
That goes back to seek first to understand.
Mhm.
So many times, how many times are we asked a question that really we want to just give this diatribe of information that we have, but we really don't know what they're asking.
Exactly.
So we got to simplify things. We overcomplicate it. Seek first to understand. That really hit me at family reunion. I mean, that's always hit me. I coach on that. I
Mhm.
coach to it daily.
Yes.
And it hit me in a new way during family reunion.
Absolutely. I love that. And again, if someone's asking you how the market is, I know we like to say perfect, great for buyers, great for sellers, low interest rates, and all that kind of stuff. But understand that you have to understand who you're actually talking to. Why are they actually asking that question? Because sometimes they're not asking for themselves, they're asking for someone else. And if you're saying, oh yeah, it's a great time to buy, it's like, well, I'm thinking about selling my house. Or I'm actually asking you because my brother's thinking about buying an investment property. So we always want to make sure that we're going to ask a question when they ask us that. I'm curious, why do you ask? Because my brother-in-law is thinking about buying an investment property. Because my sister's thinking about selling her house. We got to make sure we're asking the questions as opposed to just going out and saying, yeah, the market's great. It's a great time to buy, great time to sell, right? We got to ask questions because that's going to be able to determine what the next step is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, when I asked that to my group, somebody went off on interest rates and how they've come down a little bit. Somebody else went off on how it's the seller's market. And I was like, but what if that's not what they want to know?
Absolutely.
So we really got to dial it down, ask
Absolutely.
questions until we know what we're actually answering.
Exactly. And think about it. When you guys are doing open houses and 7 or 8 of your people that you might have talked to and they ask you about how the market is and you're telling them, oh yeah, it's great. Interest rates are great, lower, or it's a great time to sell. You can be really canceling your opportunities for those 7 or 8 people that you're talking to. So also think about that too. Like when someone's asking a question, always come back and ask them a question. Does that make sense? Perfect. All right, one more. Uno más. I can do this all day. No, I'm not. Yeah. I'm just looking in this direction, gals. It's not you personally. I can do this all day. This is how I start my mornings. Mr. Andres. Commitment. All right, let's talk about it. Commitment in all things.
And disciplined in your daily actions and being intentional.
Absolutely. Strong. I like it. Yes. Anyone else want to share before we move forward? Going once, going twice. The button has been clicked. All right. A technology company that provides a real estate platform that our agents and buyers and sellers prefer. All right. So this is my favorite part of our meeting. America's favorite game show titled I Can't Hear You. All right. I'm your host, Karen McGlory, along with my lovely host, Daisy. Daisy, who are you guessing today? Eight, 7, 2, 8. Oh, it's me, Douse. Is it you?
Hold on, my glasses.
8728. Well, at least you were able to make up the numbers without your glasses, so that's a good sign there. Yes. All right, Mr. Andres, come on down. All right.
Here's my ticket. You're gonna win.
We don't know who's going to win yet. You never know. Yeah, you can sit right here, it's totally fine. Yes. All right. So let's check out today's property. All right, this property. This property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, about 1549 square feet, located in Chino. I know we always do Chino Hills, but Chino's part of Chino Hills, so we'll do Chino today. So it's Chino, built in 2022, located in the Preserves. Who knows about the Preserves? Who sold the Preserves? Pretty much, right? I mean, everyone sold the Preserves. Awesome, perfect. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo, sold very recently, within the last 2 weeks, built in 2022, located in the Preserves. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. All right. So name that price. So we are going to start with yes. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1549 square feet. There is a 2-car attached garage built in 2022. Sold within the last 2 weeks of this year. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, whatever number you're thinking, go down. Okay? Whatever number you're thinking, go down. Yes.
Go 825.
Okay. All right. Did you go down? Did you? Did you? You didn't go down. Okay, so I'm gonna give you another shot. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1549 square feet, go down.
799.
Okay. All right.
No, not here, knows that,
I don't know that.
you tell me already.
Did I tell him the price? Wait, I'm telling you to go down. I was telling him. All right, so we got 799. Okay, perfect. So before we go to Andres, I want to hear 5 guesses from the audience. So we got Gals at 799. 5 guesses.
705.
750.
750. Okay. All right, 4 more.
705.
705. Okay.
725.
725. Okay. All right, 2 more. 2 more. Come on. It's a number. I'm not asking for your credit card or anything. Just throw out a number. What do you guys think the home sold for? Come on. I need 2 more.
I don't know the market enough, but I'll throw out 699 because you keep saying lower.
Okay, I love that. I like it.
Fire sale, huh?
Okay, all right, one more. One more guess. One more guess.
I'll go 698.
698. Okay. All right, Andres. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1549 square feet, built in 2022, sold within the last couple weeks. Name that price, Mr. Andres.
607.
607. Okay. Perfect. 607K. So the actual retail price of this home sold for $607,000. Yes. 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 Now, I'm going to have to tell you a little secret. Actually, I won't tell you a little secret. I'll let Andres tell you a little secret. So, Andres, How did you know that it sold for 607?
Because I sold it.
Because he sold it. Absolutely. Yes. And I mean, looking at your guys' guesses here, we got 799, 750, 725, 705, 698. Like, oh, did you undersell this, Andres? Because literally these people would have paid like over $100,000 more.
Right, you guys should have came to the open house.
Yes, but this is one of the transactions that Mr. Andres sold. It is closed this week or last week?
Last week on
Okay.
Friday.
Closed last week on a Friday. Perfect. So, well, actually, you know, as you guys know, Andres is going to be our guest later today. So we'll be talking about how he opened 5 escrows in 1 month. So he's going to be sharing some tactics and strategies of what he does on a daily to do that. So, congratulations on getting the prize today. So congratulations to that. So what you win, Mr. Andres, is that the next person that calls, texts, emails, or walks into the office and says, I need a realtor, you will get that call. So congratulations.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. And no one leaves my game show without winning a prize, gals. So,
You chocolate?
is that what you- I need to happen. Anyway, so, all right. So I'm gonna give you 2 guesses. I'll give you 2 options, all right? So, number 1, and get you a Starbucks gift card. No, that's cool, Starbucks gift card. Or number 2, it's a mystery prize, and you won't know the mystery prize until tomorrow.
I get the mystery prize, but not the book because I already have it.
That wouldn't be considered a mystery prize. I guarantee you, you're not gonna know what the mystery, you're not even gonna think of what this mystery prize could be, but okay, perfect. So I will let you know the mystery prize tomorrow. And then when I let Gauss know about the mystery prize, I'll let all of you guys know about the mystery prize. So maybe that might be something that you guys can choose when you guys are up here next. So let's give a hand to our 2 contestants today.
Help build the downline by giving it to someone else.
Oh, yes, that is another reason why to get these beautiful books right here. Absolutely. Yes, perfect. Yes. All right, so this is your opportunity to fill someone's bucket. Someone might encourage you, help you, keep you from not leaving our industry, any of that good stuff. So I want to hear from these 3 of you guys. Who filled your bucket?
I want.
Mr. William.
Jessica.
Jessica.
Office girl.
She's not in here.
She's not here, but, she did a great job answering all.
Nice, awesome. Well, let's give a hand to Jessica. Perfect. All right, well, 2 more bucket fills.
I'll do Cindy. She is our.
So Jody, you're filling Cindy's bucket?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yes.
She is our preferred TC for the productivity coaching group in 2 of our market centers. And there's a reason for it, because she's phenomenal in what she does. She's very helpful. She does things quickly and on time and keeps you on task. So if you haven't used her yet, highly recommend you give her a try.
Awesome, I love it. Thanks. And I can vouch for Cindy because she's worked on several of my transactions and they've been amazing. So yes, give her an opportunity. All right, well, one more. Una más. All right, Gary. Let's fill a bucket.
There's so many.
There's so many. There's so many buckets you can fill.
Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of a reverse on that.
Okay.
You saw, I was gonna bring it up earlier, but
Yes.
I did something the end of last week that was for my benefit to the win-win or no play.
Yeah, win-win or no
I
deal.
basically had a client that I've been working with for 4 months said, I'm done. You know, because he's just wasting my time. You know, going nowhere, spinning our wheels. And if you've been in sales as long as I have, that's a harder thing to do than it sounds. Is to tell the client, I don't want your business anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely hard,
It just
especially now,
doesn't-
for sure.
Fit right.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
when I did it, I felt great a few hours later.
Yeah.
Thank God that's off my to-do list because I'm just getting nowhere. So sometimes you have to do it.
So that's definitely a
That was
reverse.
not
flow
me.
bucket.
That was a bucket.
That was like a bucket. That's like a bucket empty. I think you like bucket empty. So, okay, that's a little reverse. All right, perfect. All right. And yes, that is hard, you know, turning down clients and letting them go, because obviously we always want to be in a position where we want to help others, right? you know, and then also, you know, you're also thinking about, you know, like, hey, this could be a good compensation when I close the deal too. But, you know, sometimes you have to understand that, like you said, you know, you're spinning your wheels and you come to the conclusion that this isn't going anywhere.
That
So-
work usually hard for this guy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm taking calls on vacation and Friday nights. I mean, it's just amazing.
yeah.
He kept going, well, my family this way. I said, you know, finally, it's like, man, I got a family too.
Yes, yeah, it's because, you know, in real estate, they always think that, you know, we don't have anything going on. We're just waiting for that call, right? We're always available. Sundays at 6:30, absolutely,
they're right.
yes. All right, perfect. Any more bucket fills before we move forward? Going once, going twice? All right. Perfect. So this is your opportunity when you get to pitch your listing. So I'm in a room for realtors. I mean, part of your job is talking to buyers and sellers. Yes?
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. One person. Thank you. Perfect. I want to hear from at least three of you. At least three of you. This is something you guys do on a daily.
Gina, can you say your listing again?
Okay,
Tina. All right, Tina got one. Okay, perfect. Thanks, William, for the assist.
it's a single story, building 2001, so very new, not too old. 3 bedroom and a den. 2,556 square feet, 7,400 lot size.
Oh, wow.
Swimming pool. Many upgrades.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's a good home. It has a high ceiling.
Okay.
So what's the price?
The asking price is 880.
Okay.
880.
All right, perfect. And what city?
Eastville.
Eastbound. Okay, good
Oh,
city.
by the way, I think the best thing about it is there's no HOA.
Rachel?
Yeah, because in Eastville, most of the community have HOA, but this one does not have HOA. That's the best thing about
Perfect.
A beautiful house, too.
it. Yeah,
Very, very nice.
it's,
Yes.
it's pretty nice. It's open, spacious, you know, once you walk in and like, it's really open, right? Yeah.
I like it. All right, I want to hear for two more. So Tina has solidified that she's in the real estate industry. Congratulations. All right, I need to hear from these two of you. Two more. Come on, this is what you guys do, right? You guys talk to buyers and sellers every day, right? And if you guys don't do that, then we need to sit down and have a conversation.
I can go. I don't have a listing yet.
Okay.
But the reason why I was late today, because I got the best call ever. It was the first time I got this call where a lady who I already helped sold her house. She was leaving to work and she said that her neighbors had a moving sale. And she found out that they were renters and she found out that the seller is about to sell the house, but she doesn't know if she has a realtor. And she said, I'm pulling in the driveway, so if you can get over to my house, they're in the garage. I don't know if they're the sellers, but somebody's there. I ran over there as quickly as I could drive without getting, you know, a speed ticket. And went over there and they were like loading in this chair into their car. And I was like, hey, is this the sellers? And they're like, no, we're actually the renters, we're leaving. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you know, my past client right here told me she saw you guys were moving out. Do you know if the sellers are selling, or the owners are selling? And they said, yeah. And then he gave me his number, the owners, seller's number. And then I said, oh, well, are you guys, you know, renting? Are you guys buying, you know, next? Where are you guys going? And they're like, oh, we haven't decided, you know, and I was like, well, here's my card. There's a lot of programs right now with grants for buyers, so call me if you want. And then I like plugged the address in my hand and like, but like that just happened. So
Yeah.
I don't know, hopefully it's the listing that I get, you know.
So let me dial back for a second. So the client that you help, you know, buy their house, right?
That's fine.
So like, how do you keep in touch with them? Because obviously your client thought of you and called you first.
Yeah, she's like the only person who's like my cheerleader. Like I have in my like database. I mean, a lot of people might have like 5 to 10. I have like 1.
Okay.
So every time she sees a moving truck or she sees something, she's
Yes.
always like thinking of me and calling me. But she did also refer a lady who she works at a school as a proctor. And so one of the kids that she's like, you know, close to on the playground or whatever, their mom was thinking of buying, so she introduced me to that mom. So I already sold that person the house.
Oh, nice.
But like she calls me all the time. Like I'll call her for her birthday and you know her 1-year anniversary of her house. But basically she's calling me like all the time. So I pray every night for her. I was like, I need more.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. Just imagine if you guys had like 5 or 10 of those clients, right?
But
Yes. Well, you start out with 1, and as you continue to do a good job, you'll start to grow more. That's awesome. I love that. Yes. All right, one more. Come on. Anyone that's thinking of selling their house? You guys talk to these people? All right, so we got some work to do. All right. Yes, because obviously part of our job, we talk to buyers and sellers. So yes. So, and I have a photographic memory, so I can remember everyone in this room. So you guys will be getting a call from me this week. So we will sit down and we'll talk strategies. Exactly. So we will do that. All right, TCPA. So if you guys are making phone calls from lists that you may be buying, make sure these people are not them. They do not call lists. Perfect. All right. So upcoming events. So we have our contracts with Kelly class every Wednesday. How many of you guys have gone to that class before? How many of you guys find it valuable? Perfect. Awesome. Well, the cool thing is that Kelly's going to start giving us schedules, so we know exactly what topics that she's talking about. Because I know some of you guys have asked, like, I don't know what I'm going to go into. Like, I'm a brand new agent, and she's going over these kind of disclosures. I'm not really there yet. So now she's actually giving us topics. So the next class she's going to be doing is the BRBC and the PSRA. So obviously, these are documents that you guys are using on a regular basis. So definitely make sure to come to the class. It's going to be next Wednesday from 9 to 11. Also, it's a great opportunity for you guys to ask your questions directly because it is a live class. Because sometimes, you know, on these documents, sometimes they do make modifications, you know what I mean? Or there's best strategies of actually how to fill them out. So definitely make sure to put this on your calendar. And then next Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a class on direct mail strategies. So these are strategies of what the top agents are doing right now to get listings. So make sure to put that in your calendar as well, because I'll be sharing with you guys the exact verbiage of what you actually put on your letters. So that's going to be on Tuesday. It's going to be on Zoom. All right. So luxury. So the first Wednesday of every month, KW Luxury is actually doing a workshop, and it's free. Anyone can attend it, right? So definitely make sure that you guys are attending these, because being at Chino Hills, the average sales price of Chino Hills is over $1 million. So the fact of us being at that price point, you guys get access to all the KW Luxury marketing and tools. So definitely make sure to take advantage of that. And then I also did a little stats here. So for our KW Luxury last year, we did over 84 billion in sales volume. Daily sales for luxury was 228 million daily, and we did about 50,000 transactions for KW Luxury last year in 2024. All right. So one of the things that we talk about is how you guys keep in touch with your database. How do you keep in touch with your audience, right? Because sometimes you guys may think like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to share. I have no ideas. So starting March 1st, we are going to start doing these daily social posts. So you guys get these daily digests. We do some the night before. Starting March 1st, we're actually going to have like a daily post that you can actually post on your social media. So you'll have something to post 7 days a week. Because the thing is, we don't have a crystal ball. You know, we don't know when your client's going to be looking to buy or who's going to be looking to sell, right? But if there's a way for you guys to convey a message that you guys are professionals, right? So every message that you guys are going to be able to post is going to be something real estate related. And it's also going to have a CTA. What does the CTA stand for? Call to action, right? Because a lot of us may post something, but if there's no, hey, contact me if you're looking to buy or sell, or if you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell, refer me. A lot of us miss that part. So every message that we're going to be sharing with you guys daily is going to have a call to action. And I guarantee you guys, if you guys take these posts and you guys are posting these every day, people are going to look at it and people are going to reach out to you, right? Because again, you know, we got to make sure that we're touching our database on a regular basis, on a daily basis. And utilizing these daily social posts will allow you to do that. Any questions regarding those? No? All right, perfect. All right, so our next KW event is a Mega Agent Camp. It's going to be August 11th to August 14th in San Antonio. This is a great opportunity where you get to network with some of the top agents in the country. There's also different Mega Agent panels. There's also like workshops. And again, it's just a great opportunity for you to learn from top agents as well as to hear from Gary Keller, and also grow your network, your referral network. I mean, one of our agents does 6 figures a year just out of growing her referral network every year. Some of you guys probably met Mercedes before, $1 million Mercedes. Yeah, she does $1 million. She does over 6 figures a year just off of her agent referrals that she gets from these events. Like she was there at family reunion, and she'll be there at Mega Agent Camp as well. So if you guys can, I definitely recommend you guys to do that. You have several months to save some money before August. So, you know, if you guys want to work on strategies of how to put some money away from your deals, you know, we can definitely do that. Or put a goal of, hey, if I can hit this number by August, I'll go to Mega Agent Camp. So we can also do that for you guys as well. And Jody, you've been to Mega Agent Camp. What has been your experience there?
Yeah, any of the KW events are phenomenal, and they've actually improved Mega Agent Camp in the last couple of years, where now it's not just in front of the big stage all day. There's breakouts and there's things to benefit your business that you can choose to go to. So, and the referral aspect is amazing. I've been going to them for so many years that now people can reach out to me and I can refer to somebody in almost any state. And if I don't know somebody, I know somebody who knows somebody because of going to these things.
Yeah, absolutely. And who wouldn't like a free money from referral? Who wouldn't like a $5,000 check just for referring a deal to someone in Miami, right? Or Nebraska or Wyoming, right? These are the opportunities that you guys get to get when you go to these events.
This is your opportunity to learn from Gary himself too. And it's different to see him in person versus just watching a video that he showed or something. So it's back in black time.
Yes, and Cindy.
Pearl, I think it was family reunion from an agent who met a guy on the airplane on her way home from the family reunion and referred it to me, so it works.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, when you're traveling, wear KW gear so people can see you. It does, it works.
Exactly. And also put your location there, right? So that's also important too. So yeah, definitely take advantage of these conferences that we do, because again, it's a great opportunity for you to generate referrals, you know, as well as learn, of course. Perfect. So now I would like to bring up our productivity coach, Jody Jolly. So come on up.
So this coming Monday, and these, by the way, our weekly workshops, even though they're the productivity coaching group, the weekly workshops are open to absolutely every agent in the market center. So please join us. We talk about different topics each week to help you in your business. And this Monday, we're actually going to talk about family reunion, and we're going to have some takeaways from that. I'll be giving some from my perspective as a coach, and then we also have some agents who are going to be giving their perspective. So please join us, and if you were able to attend, please come with at least one takeaway to share and how you intend to apply it in your business. Because the one thing I can say about any of these events is if you go just to have fun and party and go to a new city, that's cool and that's a side benefit, right? But really, you've got to go with the intention of getting at least one thing that you're going to come back home and immediately implement. Otherwise, really, why are you going? Okay. Also, I wanted to let everybody know we've got some new things that we've enhanced for this year that we're really excited about. I have created a new agent handbook. Q has a copy of it.
Yeah, it's great.
So everyone in our program gets a copy of it. It's, how many pages is it? 90 something pages?
About 97, give or take.
It's funny because there's another productivity coach who has one. And I took a cue from her, but I created my own, and hers was like 50-something pages. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's way too big. I'm never gonna have that many pages.
Yeah, you know, we're doubling.
But it also serves as, like, for the newer agents, as your best friend. Even if you're not a new agent, it has some really good tips and ideas in there. We've taken conversation practice, and you know, I know it's a bad word these days to say scripts, but we've taken it to a different level. We have a lot of things in there: FSBOs, expireds, open houses, door knocking, circle calling, whatever you're doing, and giving you like the beginning. But it's not if they say this, say this, if they say this, say this, because who responds exactly like that, right? So it's, we give you how to start the conversation, a guaranteed way to get a conversation started. And then we give you a list of things, questions that you could ask to add to the conversation and build rapport. So we've taken it to a little different tactic that's really helping and making it a lot more comfortable for people. And we have a new boot camp. This is our PC boot camp. You do have to be in our program to attend. It's 2 weeks during the day, and it's 6 weeks on Monday evenings if you have another job during the day. It's going to teach you everything from how do I get a client, how do I talk to a client, what do I do with a client, the contracts, the offer, the process of the whole transaction, and creating clients for life. We have an open house segment. So basically, for any brand new agent in the room, those things that you don't know what questions to ask, we all ask you, what questions do you have? And people say, because we don't know what we don't know, right? So this makes you know what you don't know, so you can ask questions and benefit from any of the trainings you attend, be it our coaching or even in the market center. And the one thing I do want to make sure that everybody knows, our program is not just for new agents. We have a whole segment of our program where we coach one-on-one. So if anybody is stuck in their business, not reaching their goals, kind of just how do I build my business? How do I improve my price point? Whatever you're struggling with, reach out to me. Let's set a one-on-one, let's talk about your business and see if we can help you, because we do coach, we have weekly coaching for agents, no matter what your experience is and where you're at in your business, just to help you grow.
Yeah,
That's
love it. Yeah, thank you, Jody. Structure and accountability. Love it. Perfect. All right, so you guys know about my agent referral contest. You know, wait for you guys to eliminate those $70 tech fees. All you have to do is refer an agent to me, have a conversation with me. They don't necessarily have to join, just have a conversation. You do that once, you get 1 month off. Do that 3 times, you get 3 months off. Do that 7 times, you get 7 months off. You get where I'm going. You get where I'm going. All right, so let's give for everyone for our certified closers for January. We got Derek, Isabel, Leticia, Risa, Mercedes, Laura, Casey, Pierre, Ron, Tina, Jason. Wait, the other Tina. Yes, I caught myself when I looked at it. Yes, Tina, Jason, Wesley, and Gary. Gary back there. Yes. You're here, present. Yes, like it. Perfect. All right, so every year during the vision speech, Gary Keller goes over NAR's 2020 profile of home buyers and sellers. Obviously, this is 2024. So yesterday, I sent you guys all the vision speech. You guys should all have 87 pages of it. You're welcome. So we're not gonna go over all 27 pages today. We're only gonna go over 57. I'm kidding with you guys. It's somewhere in the 20s, I think. Yes. So as you see here in the graph, this is the first time home buyers. And as you see here, how it trends, 2023, we had 32% of first time home buyers. In 2024, we only had 24%. Why do you think we had such a low number in 2024? Why do you think we had a low number of first time home buyers in 2024? What was happening in 2024?
We're priced out.
Yeah. They were priced out. What else was going on in 2024? Starts with the I. Yes, exactly. Interest rates were high. So not only were you priced out, interest rates were high as well too, right? All right. So primary reason for purchasing a home. So move the little square there so you guys can see more of it. Yes. There you go. All right. So desire to own a home is 22%. So if you look at the other reasons why to purchase a home, still desire to own a home is still number one in terms of the reason why people are looking to buy a home. Close number second would be desire to be closer to family and friends, right? So keep that in mind, you know, when you guys are talking to people, and also the messaging that you're sharing with your audience. Share stuff like this, you know, like, hey, 3 reasons why people want to buy a home. You know what I mean? Number 1 is because they still have the desire to own a home. They still believe in that American dream. Number 2, they want to be closer to friends and family. Number 3, desire for a larger home. You know, take this information and share it, you know, share the content information with your database, you know, with your sphere of influence. Yes, you can.
So how many of you, when you talk to your SOI, always end every single phone call asking them who they know who's looking to buy or sell in the next year? And you can take that a step further by saying, who do you know who is having a major life event in the next year? Because that helps them really be able to think about, oh yeah, so-and-so's having a baby, somebody just retired, or their kids went to school.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes the question to a deeper level to help them really be thinking about that.
Yeah.
But you should never end any phone call without asking that question.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. I'm glad these are recorded, so then you guys can watch the recording and hear all of Jody's nuggets. I love that. Yes. All right, first step in buying process. So as you can see here, most buyers do what first? Before they contact you, what do they do first? Specifically, they look on Zillow, right? Yes, they go on the internet, right? So I mean, as you see here, you know, 2022 is 52%, 41% in 2023, and 43% in 2024. Do you guys feel that number is gonna be larger this year or is it gonna be smaller? It's gonna be larger, right? So you're definitely see more of a trend of people going online before they reach out to us, right? But as you see here, though, the second most popular is to reach out to us, right? So they go online and look at properties. The next step is they reach out to us, right? So keep that in mind, you know, when you're talking to people that, hey, you're looking at properties, the next thing you should do is meet with me, right? And if they don't believe you, share the graph with them. You know, according to the survey, you know, like the next step is in the home buying process is to meet with me, right? Information sources buyers use, right? Who's number one? Us, right? So when it comes to real estate questions, we are number one. We're still that number one source for questions, right? So regardless of what you guys are hearing about for sale by owners and all these companies that want to take your jobs, people are still going to us first. You know, so that's definitely a message that you need to be sharing with your people. Like, hey, any real estate questions or needs you have, reach out to me. I'm here to assist you. That should be something that you guys are posting like on a daily basis. That you're a realtor, you can help them. You're a realtor, you can help them. Because those are the people that they're going to. The stats show it here. 86% of buyers are going to you guys first. So out of 100 people, 86 are going to reach out to you first. Where buyers find the home they purchase. What's number one? Internet, right? And we already know that. What's number two? Us, right? We're still in the mix, right? All right. So this is the survey on the website. So the websites that you guys have, what's number one up there? Like in terms of what they look for? Well, it's actually tied, I guess. Property info, right? Yeah. So they want to know about the properties. So they go to your website for properties. What else do they go for your websites to do? Photos, right? So as long as your website has property information and photos, these are what the consumers are looking for. And then everything else, you know, comes below. But again, property information and property photos are what, you know, your clients are looking for. All right. Where buyers found the home that they purchased. What's number one? And what's number two? Exactly. We're still in the mix, right? We're still in the mix of the conversation, regardless of what people tell you about us not being relevant and all those things. All right. So method for home purchase. So what's the number one way people are purchasing homes? Who are they using? Us, right? What number is that? 88%. So 88% of the homes that were sold in 2024 were through a realtor, right? Means that people are still using us. You know, regardless of the articles you guys are seeing about Open Door and all these other programs out there that are trying to eliminate us, 88% of people are still using realtors. We're still relevant. All right. What buyers want from their agent? What's number one? They want to help finding the right home to purchase, right? They search for properties online, but they still need our help to actually identify the house they actually want to purchase, right? And then what's number two? Help negotiating on sale terms. So think about it. If you guys are putting out messaging that, hey, I can help find the right home for you and also help negotiate. If you add those two numbers together, that's over 50%, right? Over 50% of the things that buyers out there are looking for are these two things that you can put on your materials or do videos, talk about that. You know me, I help my clients find the right homes to purchase. I help negotiate the sales terms. Over 50% of buyers, that's what they're looking from us, is to do those things. So if you guys stick to those two messages out there, you're going to connect with more people. Because as you look down here, you see the numbers go down in terms of what they're looking for. Teach buyer about the neighborhood, that's 2%. They don't care about that, right? Help find and arrange financing. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you guys are valuable. Don't get me wrong, you know, but it's not really high on the scale in terms of what buyers are looking for, right? Buyers need to know that you can help them find the right home to purchase and you can help negotiate sales terms. That's what's most important. That's what they want from you guys. How buyers found their agent. What's number one? Referred. Exactly. What do we always, and Joe just gave you a good script, right? About how to get referrals. And what's number two? Right. 17%. Shouldn't that number be higher? Yes, that's horrible, right? That means we do a bad job with keeping in touch with our clients. Because that number should be number one. If a lot of us deliver great service to our clients, would you agree? Exactly. But we're not getting referrals. Why? Or we're not having repeat business. Why? because we don't keep in touch with our clients, right? And this shows it, 17%. That's horrible. That number should be so much higher. It's like, wait a second, I did such a great job with you. Why wouldn't you use me again? Because we're not keeping in touch with them.
That's
Buyer interviews.
64% total, because also referred by another real estate agent or broker. 64% of those buyers, came from SOI.
Yeah, so it's another referral source. And then again, I mean, going to family reunion, going to these conferences is, is another way for you to get referrals. Absolutely. Now, buyer interviews. So how many interviews does a client do before they choose an agent? How many interviews? How many agents do they interview? One. So out of 100 people, 75% of them will choose that one agent they interview. So how many of you guys remember scripts that used to say, hey, I want to be the last person you interview, and please promise don't sign the contract until you meet with me? Who remembers those scripts? Thank you. At least a few of you guys are honest, right? Yes, we all remember those. Like, please promise don't sign the contract, right? Obviously, you don't give that opportunity. You got to be the first one in line, because again, if they interview you, you got a 75% chance you're going to get that buyer. So you guys got to be first in line. All right, what's the most important factors for buyers? Experience, right? Now, let's say you're a new agent. Maybe you don't have that experience, but do you have a coach? Do you have a team leader? Do you have a leadership team around you that have the experience, right? Utilize this as a way for you to show that I have a team of experienced professionals around me. So when you hire me, you also get experienced team. Use
They
that.
also made the point that it isn't just experience, it's also knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So making sure that we're educated on what's going on. So it doesn't matter that we've closed, 100 deals last year. It matters that we make them comfortable, that we know how to help them.
Absolutely. Just looking at how closely related are in terms of the numbers, for sure. Yeah. So you got honest and trustworthy reputation. Obviously, being with Keller Williams, we have a great reputation. So you already have that 15% there. And then adding the honest and trustworthy experience, you have obviously a higher probability of closing the client and finding out exactly what's most important to them. Now, I mean, this is a topic you guys probably seen. People are talking about, like, is real estate still a great investment? Should I still be buying a home? As you look at the stats here, is real estate a good investment? We got 80% of people still feel that real estate is a good investment, right? And then you see the other circle, is real estate a better investment than stocks? We're at 49%, right? Because, depending on the gurus that you're listening to, there are gurus out there that truly feel that, if you're looking at the stocks in terms of overall growth, some of them do predict and they do state that stocks and bonds can be better investments. But at the end of the day, can you curl up with the stocks and bonds? Can you? Can you curl up with that? No, they can't, right? Because you curl up with a house investment, right? Absolutely. There's multiple ways for you to make money from a property than you can with stocks and bonds. How do you make money from stocks and bonds? How do you make money with it? You have to sell it, right? Because it grows in value, but it's not tangible yet until you actually sell it. Real estate, you can sell it, you can rent it, you can refinance it. There's multiple ways for you to draw money from a real estate property.
And real estate always grows.
Absolutely.
Even when we've had an anomaly where it's went down, it always grows. So they made a really good point. Don't wait to buy and wait.
Exactly.
Because it will always grow.
Exactly. And then also Jason Abrams talked about the fact of people feeling like, oh, I bought at the top of the market. You didn't buy at the top of the market. You bought at this point in the market, but we know the market goes up. So there's also a conversation you have with your clients when they talk about, well, if I buy now, I'm buying the top of the market. You're not, because historically home values are going to go up. So the top of the market may be now, but in the next 2 or 3 years, it's going to be above what you bought it for. So you never buy at the top of the market because it always grows. All right, buyers, repeat referrals. We talked about this. Buyers would totally use you again. You got a 73% that they'll definitely use you, right? How sellers found their agent. What's number one up there? They're referred, right? We talked about the importance of referring. Can you open the door for? Perfect. And then number two, used an agent previously to buy or sell a house is 28%. So that's why we talk about the importance of you guys asking for referrals and also keeping in touch with your database. Now, if we look at seller interviews, What's the percentage that sellers interview? How many? What's the highest number up there? One, right? So if you can be that one person that the home seller interviews, you got an 81% chance of getting that contract, getting that listing. So your objective is to be the first person. So when you're having conversations, with your prospective sellers and they say, oh, you know what? I'm actually looking at interviewing, someone on Thursday. Oh, you know what? I can actually be there this evening. Right? You want to be the first one to interview. You don't want to be like, oh, okay, you're meeting with someone Thursday. I'll just come after that. Please promise don't sign the contract with them. We're not going to fall for that. No, we're going to be like, hey, you know what? You're meeting that person Thursday evening. I'm actually available this evening. Oh, really? Yes. Because I know the sense of urgency. I know you want to sell. So I'm going to make myself available to you this evening to meet with you. Right? Be the first person interview. You have an 81% chance of getting that listing. All right. So what sellers want from their agent? What's the number one up there? Exactly, right? So if you're doing listing presentation, what did you talk more about? Exactly. What's a close second? Exactly, right? So what tool do you guys use to price homes? Starts with a C. Yeah, that does start with the comps, but more specifically, CMA, right? So if you're putting together your listing presentations, understand that most of it should be around how you help market and your potential the home to potential buyers, but also how you price a home competitively. The next 3 is help sell the home within a specific time frame, right? Because that's important. You're going to need to know, what your seller's motivation and their sense of urgency. Hey, William, I need to have this home sold in 2 months. Okay, great, right? So you have to be able to put together a presentation of how you're going to market the home to potential buyers, how you're going to be able to price the home competitively, and how you're going to help sell within a specific time frame. You do all those things, you have over 50% chance of getting that listing. Think of it that way. Focus on the areas that have the largest percentage of conversion. All right, repeating referrals. So, as you see here, 72% of people would definitely use their agent again. 72%, right? So you have a chance of being used again if you keep in touch with your database. You follow up with them. And I'm talking about sending out recipe cards. I mean, those are fun too, but do a little more than send out recipe cards. All right. So what's number one up there in terms of how they use to sell their home? Agent, what number is that? 90%. So out of 100 people decide they're selling a home, 90 of them are going to use you. Are you guys useful? Are we going extinct? Are people not going to use this anymore? The data shows otherwise, 90%. So 90% of people are going to use you guys to sell their house. It's just a matter of what number do you have to be? In terms of seller interviews, what number do you have to be? You got to be the first one, right? You got a 90% chance they're going to use you to sell their house. You got an 81% chance of getting the listing if you're number one. So that's why it's so important for you to keep in touch with your database, follow up with them, ask them questions. How are they doing? Later today, I'll send out 4 ways of how to keep in touch with your database.
I think this slide is really good to take away a lot of fear that many agents have had with all the changes, because if you look at lines 3 and 4, nada. And everybody was worried about, especially number 4, coming in and taking over. That's not what buyers want. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and a lot of that is because these iBuyers are not going to be paying top price for homes. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for them. They got to come in there with a very low offer for it to even have some type of ROI. So this company is totally not even existing anymore. It's very hard to find any type of iBuyer programs out there. And typically they're not looking for properties on the market. They're usually looking for off-market properties. How many of you guys are getting texts from investors every day? Exactly, right? They watch HGTV and they all think they can invest. They're all experienced investors, It's crazy.
And they're saying they are having like 9% selling targets.
Yeah. Well, if you look more into the details for sure, absolutely. Well, it's not a commission. They call it like a sales charge or something like that. Yeah, you got to watch out for those because a few of those are out there.
They say the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't pay a commission. I just paid a sales charge. Yes, absolutely. It's all about the language you use, right? Yes. All right, cool. So anyone have any questions about the graphs we went over today? Are you guys gonna use these graphs when you guys have your conversations with your potential clients, buyers and sellers? Yes. I guarantee you guys share these graphs with your people. And the thing is, I want you to share these graphs with your clients, even if they're not looking to buy or sell right now. Because the thing is, this shows that you are an expert, right? And this gets the mind going. Because again, none of us have a crystal ball. We don't know when someone's going to be ready to buy or sell. But if we can continuously provide relevant information that people care about, you're going to get that call. You're going to get that, create that top of mind awareness. Just like with Chrissy, right? You get that call from someone like that. Just imagine if you guys had like 10 clients like Chrissy has. Or just imagine when Chrissy has 10 clients. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Our phone's gonna be blowing up, right? How do you do that? By providing great service and also following up with people, letting people know that you're there to help them, right? Yeah, and like I said, later today, I'll send you guys 4 ways of how to keep in touch with your database. I'll send that later today. The reason why I'm saying it to you is because I got to remember it. Because if I don't say it to you, then I can kind of like, well, I didn't really tell them. But now, so I tell you guys, you can call me out on it. So perfect. All right. So now I'd like to bring up our special guest today. I've had the pleasure of knowing this individual as a new agent, in the industry. Super excited, always motivated, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to see in such a short amount of time the matter of success that he's found. A quote that I shared with you guys 2 days ago was a Gary Keller quote they talked about at Family Union, and he talked about how difficult markets make strong agents, and the success that this gentleman is finding right now. I know not only is he's a great agent now, difficult times, he's going to be an amazing agent when we're in the good times. So please put your hands together for Mr. Mega Agent in the making, Mr. Andres Rodriguez. So you want to stand? You want to sit? What do you want to do?
No, I'll stand. It's fine.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. I mean, I've been standing this whole time, but okay, so fine. So Andres, let's start. Who is Andres Rodriguez? Who are you?
Well, I mean, I'm just a newer agent that's just trying to do my best. I've had the privilege of seeing my father. He's been at this office for about 17 years. Do his best and learn a lot, and being around KW and other mentors and grabbing a little nugget from everybody is the end result of what's happening right now, right? So,
And
I
so
feel
how long have
pretty
you been in the business? How many years? Like 5, 10? How many years have you been in the business?
2.
2 years. 2
Yeah.
years. 2 years. You've been in the business for 2 years.
Yeah.
So what have you done recently, man? I mean, you've been in the business for 2 years. I mean, like what'd you do like last month? What'd you do?
Well, honestly, to answer that, it wasn't just last month. It was Q4. of last
Q4.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you build up to it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so let's talk about it.
The main thing, honestly, was just a realization of a lot of things. It was mindset being number one, because with mindset, all your actions follow after the fact. But with that, it was actions with intention and the realization of the fact that any pipeline of leads that I have currently right now aren't necessarily for this quarter, they are for the next quarter, and rinse and repeat, right? So even though, the 5 transactions that I have closed this month, specifically $3 million of volume.
Let's dial that back.
Yeah.
So how many escrows did you open in 1 month?
5.
You opened 5 escrows in 1 month. Let's give a hand for that. Now, Andres, I'm sure you probably don't know, or maybe you do know, 71% of realtors did not close a single deal transaction last year in 2024.
I don't know that.
Not a single one.
Mhm.
You closed 5 times the amount of deals that agents have closed last year in just 1 month.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
I feel very proud of that, but also blessed.
Absolutely. So Andres, like you said, in terms of preparation, like what's your daily thing? What's your daily schedule? What does that look like?
Well, I have a couple of non-negotiables. Like, it sounds pretty.
Non-negotiables. So for people that may not know what non-negotiable means, what does that mean?
Whether I'm tired, not motivated, or anything, I'm doing it no matter what.
I like
Yeah,
that.
so-
I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, it sounds pretty cliche, but first thing I do, wake up at 6, hit the
Okay.
gym. I'm at the gym at 7, and I'm done by 8. Right. That for me personally, it works for me just because it sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Absolutely.
First thing on the checklist out the way, and now I'm ready to be productive. Right. So after that, I'm in the office at 9:30 after we have a Monday to Friday call, because I'm part of the movement team with Mr. Derek Oy over there, partnered up with KW Vision, and we have a Zoom call
Mhm.
9 a.m. to 9:30, Monday to Friday.
And what do you guys usually do on that Zoom call from 9:30?
A lot of things regarding, motivation, a
Okay.
lot of back and forth script play,
Okay.
a lot of things.
Okay, so you guys are doing script practice on a daily basis.
Yes.
Okay, Monday through Friday.
Except Wednesday we're Kelly.
Okay, okay.
Kelly.
Okay,
right,
but
right.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
you guys are doing scripts and role play practice. And then on Wednesdays, you guys break for that because you guys are attending Coach Kelly.
Right.
And why do you guys do Coach Kelly?
She's imperative. I mean, she provides so much value. There's a lot of documents that are always changing month to month.
Absolutely.
I mean, in the middle of between a couple of the escrows, the RPA changed on me,
Yeah.
right? So it was kind of like, okay, the seller's little section was here, and then before it was in a different document, right?
Yeah.
So it was just different
the
things
SVP
like that.
form,
Yeah. So
Perfect,
it
man.
just keeps us up
Yeah.
to date. That's
Okay,
all.
perfect.
Yeah.
So you're doing that, 9:30, you're doing that, and then what do you do for the rest of the day? What does that look like?
Prospecting,
Okay.
whether it be past open house clients, my sphere of influence,
Okay.
people that have door knocked, online leads, just listed, I'm sorry, the just expired,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Things like that. You just have to have a lot of different avenues.
Okay, perfect. So in terms of like a day, like how much time would you say that you're taking to do like the prospecting aspect of it in terms of like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours? Like what does that look like?
Well, in the past month or so, it's been 2 hours on the phone and 3 on foot.
Okay, so 2 hours you're making phone calls and 3 hours
Yeah.
on foot. Like what do you mean by 3 hours on foot?
Door knocking and just being outside.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're doing door knocking. Okay,
Yeah.
so what does the door knocking look like? Like
I mean, I circle prospects certain neighborhoods that I want to be
Okay.
influential in, especially the ones that I've just closed on. Obviously, there's a reason why I'm knocking on your door as a stranger, right? It's like, hey, I just sold your neighbor's house, right?
Right, okay.
And just keeping that momentum.
Mhm.
And after these closes have happened, I use a little bit off every check to reinvest into my business for that specific neighborhood and just kind of grow them.
Okay.
Because they're all in different cities, Norco, Corona, Chino, and Pomona.
So oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're actually knocking in different cities.
Yeah.
Wow, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Okay. And like you said, you're doing the like just sold door knocking. So that's what you're doing. Or just listed possibly too?
Before it's sold,
Okay.
I was doing just listed,
Okay.
right? But then after it's sold, now I have a different intention of going, right? So just different things to be able to do.
Yeah, okay, so is it in your obviously you're knocking the same neighborhood of the just listed people and also just sold people.
Yeah.
So these people are seeing your face more than once.
A couple times.
Okay.
Yeah. And then on top of that, sending out the postcards as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of what is a postcards, like what does that look like? For for people that may not know, like postcards, like what do you mean?
So my uncle, Oscar, he's always in this office. He did my business cards, he did my for sale sign, he did my open house signs, he does my flyers, and with those flyers, they're two-sided, just sold
I'll
the
stand over here a little bit so people can see in the camera. There you are. There he is.
Yeah.
He's right there. Perfect.
just sold property information, pictures sell.
Okay.
Right? And luckily, if you have a good photographer, they make them look just as good as in person, but
Yes.
things like that.
Okay, perfect. So you're sending out like just listed postcards. Do you send like in escrow postcards too, or do you do that as well?
No,
Okay.
I do that for my digital social media.
Gotcha.
So I do
Okay.
in escrow and then it just sold.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So
So
it's
let's
multiple touches.
yeah. Well, let's throw in that like just that escrow one too, man.
Yeah.
That's another touch.
Yeah.
Let's do that too. So like you said, you're knocking for 3 hours. Like, do you have like a number of homes that you're knocking for those 3 hours?
Not a number, it necessarily is just like what that neighborhood has.
Okay.
Essentially, right?
Okay.
They vary. So
Perfect.
as long as I hit every single one, whether they tell me to scram or go or whatever, is what it is.
Okay, perfect. So Andres, when you're knocking on doors, do you have something that you're like leaving at the door?
Yeah,
Or-
something tangible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you always have something that you're leaving.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome, man. So what's your goal this year in terms of like how many families you want to help this year?
So originally my goal was to help 12 families. By tomorrow, I have helped 5. So I'm definitely above the
Yeah,
pace
just a
of where
little
was
bit. I
going
mean,
to,
just
right?
a little bit above it, almost 50% of what you want to do for a whole year. It's like a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, honestly, it all stems back to like I said before, was mindset, but I was able to also identify my why. And my why became so strong that, you get up and it's like, hey, let's do this.
Absolutely.
Hey, let's do this again, right? So And as some of you know, I'm engaged and, we have a wedding on October and
Yeah,
I gotta get paid, so. Yeah, so,
That's a big way.
I mean, yeah. Otherwise, I'm dodging pants.
Yeah, I love that, Andres. I love it. So what's a message that you would share, with the agents out there that may be frustrated about what's going on with the market? Buyers are liars, sellers, they're not calling me back. This is not a great time to be in the industry. Like what's one or two things that you would share with people right now?
I mean, to be blunt, it may not be the market. Look at yourself. Like, can you do things differently? Clearly, if you're not having the success that you wanted to, you may want to consider doing something different, right? Or changing up everything, right? I'm a hypercritical person of myself,
Okay.
right? And so I'm always looking for growth opportunities. If something's not working, let's do something about it, right? And I would say if you're not finding the success currently in the market for whatever XYZ, whether you're 20 years in the business, 1 year in the business, something that I learned, either you're 30 years or 1 year, this industry will humble you regardless.
Absolutely.
Right. So, that's what I can say about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. All right, cool. So do anyone have any questions for Mr. Andres right now?
Out of the 5
Yes,
escrows, how many are listings? How many are?
2
Are listings?
listings and 3 buyers, and the one of the listings double ended.
Okay, wonderful. How did you get those listings?
2 sphere of influence, 1 from open house and 1 from out on the field door knocking.
Super.
Yeah, and one of them actually transacted for 2 of my escrows. So it was a buyer from my sphere of influence that bought a house. There was a lot of land, a vacant lot, right next door. He looked at me and he speaks Spanish. He's like, Andres, lo quiero comprar. He wants to buy it. So I searched up the information. I got in contact with the homeowner. Oh, I'm sorry, the vacant lot owner.
Yeah.
And then a week later, he's buying it all cash.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I love the fact of the deals that you're doing right now. They're coming from multiple sources. Because it's easy to say, oh, Andres, man, those are all your family, like, well, whatever, your uncle bought some houses. But the fact of that you got some for your sphere of influence, open houses, and door knocking. So literally you went out there. Let's talk about that one. So how'd you get that one?
The door knocking one.
Yes.
It was actually door knocking. I just listed.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So it wasn't even your listing, or was it your listing?
It was somebody else.
Oh,
yeah.
You guys can do just listed door knocks and other listings. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we just talked about it, and they referred me to someone that had interest, right? So it wasn't
wait a second. So you're telling me you knocked on the seller's door, and they didn't sell, but they referred you to someone else?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because they knew of somebody. Yeah.
And how many times did you see that person before they actually referred you to somebody in terms of knocking?
Twice. Yeah.
So is that worth it? Let's ballpark this, Andres. Like amount of commission, how much that was for that door knocking opportunity. What was the commission on that?
About 14.
About 14.
Yeah.
So is that worth it to you guys? Knocking the door 2 times, make about $14,000. Is that worth it? Absolutely.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a blessing. It definitely comes in bunches when it comes to this industry. So it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I never thought I make $67,000 in a month. Just straight up, like it's crazy.
Yeah, I love it. And I love the fact of like you knocked on the stranger's door, they literally twice. You were able to build up that much of a relationship that they not only did they not do a deal, but they referred you to somebody else. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often.
I guess what the rapport was good.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Okay.
We had a good conversation, and
Okay.
they felt compelled after I asked questions, and they said, "Yeah."
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So let's role play that for people. All right. So you're knocking on my door. So I want to know what you said. So you knocked on the door. All right. So I open it. All right.
Hi, my name's Andres. I just wanted to let you know that one of your neighbors just listed, and I'm coming around spreading, awareness of the fact that they are going to be having an open house this upcoming weekend. I just wanted to invite you over, right? And I have my pamphlet out, and
Okay.
I handed them out, and that's the conversation started. And then from there, different people talk differently, right? You have to
Yes.
kind of adjust mid-conversation. Some
Okay.
people are more serious, some people more open. But it's not, like you alluded before, it's not something robotic,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So it's just something that you just kind of on the fly talk to.
Yeah.
I like making people feel comfortable.
Absolutely,
That's
for
the
sure.
number one thing. So,
Absolutely. Well, I love the fact of, because I didn't even know you did that part, but that's great that you're knocking on the door, you're letting people know, and then you're also inviting them to the open house.
Yeah.
So that's actually like another layer, as opposed to say, hey, just want to let you know there's a house for sale, call me any questions. You're like, hey, by the way, there's also an open house, so I'm inviting you to the open house.
Yeah.
So I like that. It's like another reason to reach out to them.
Yeah.
So I like that. Awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. Any other questions for Mr. Andres?
I have a comment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have a friend who's been in the business about 25 years. And his business has been built on not so much door knocking,
Mhm.
but he walks and leaves flyers on about 5,000 homes every single month.
Yeah.
The guy is a beast, right? And I will say, and I just talked to him last week, and I said, are you seeing anybody else out there leaving any types of materials? He said, nobody's doing it. So I don't know if you're seeing that or not, but my point is, back to the basics, you're knocking on doors, you're talking to people, you're getting the conversation started,
Yeah.
which is opening additional doors. And the more you do it, the more doors it's gonna open. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you,
for
thank
getting
you.
out there and doing it.
I mean, I don't know if you may know him, but he's a very fluent agent over in Laverne. I heard about Nick Epidesa,
Oh, yeah.
so when it came to him, I heard about how he started, and over years and years, he was just like bloody knuckles essentially, right? So,
Yeah, that's my favorite.
door knocking. Yeah. But
Yeah.
funny story, about Nick, actually, he sold my childhood home when my dad wanted to first sell. And this was before my pops came into the industry, right? And this was when he couldn't have had more than 4 deals under his belt. And I remember my dad told me, I remember it was this young guy, Nick, I want to give him a shot because he seemed hungry, right? And he sold the house. So that's kind of where my, remembering of Nick and just kind of doing more research after the fact happened. So
Yeah.
he's a good inspiration, I'll say that.
Nick is a beast.
Yeah.
Wes, you have a question?
I did. So I know a lot of agents, especially newer agents, are intimidated by the whole door knocking process. So did you go through that intimidation process yourself? And what would be some advice you would give to other agents who may be intimidated by door knocking to kind of get through that?
Just do it. I mean, honestly, I mean, I got over it after the first one. I pride myself on being a pretty confident person just in general, but at the same time, anxious regardless. Just coming up here before you even called me, so I was feeling it, and then now I'm up here and I'm fine, right? So that's kind of the thing, is just doing it. You not get it out the way, and by repetition, you gain confidence. So, yeah.
Cindy.
Speak to that too, because I've done a lot of door knocking too, and letting people know that if somebody's grumpy or whatever, it has nothing to do with you. It's whatever's going on behind that door. So you can't take it personal. Come back another time, excuse yourself, and just keep it positive.
Yeah.
Don't let that intimidate you, because that part doesn't really have anything to do with you. They don't have to answer their door, just like they don't have to answer their phone. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions? You guys are good?
It's not a
Oh,
question.
William.
Your dad is very proud of you.
I know. He texted me this morning, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, awesome. I definitely appreciate you taking time to share some nuggets of value. Only being in the business for less than 2 years. I'm super proud of you. I'm just grateful that I'd be able to see your success and your growth, and just keep up the good work, man. We're all proud of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. There he is up there. Yes, I forgot to click. There it is. There's Mr. Andres right there on the screen there. Yes.
Much more important than you would that.
Perfect. All right. So before I let you guys go to have some delicious lunch, I'd like to bring up our lunch sponsor today, Brandon with Elite Group Inspection. So come on up.
Very much.
Of course.
Dude, awesome. Absolutely awesome. That's incredible. I just want to come up here and tell you guys a little bit about our company. We've been around for a little while. Is that cool if I put this here?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
So some of you may have heard us. You guys that have heard of us who have been in the business forever. My grandfather started this company 40 years ago. Since then, we've done all of Southern California. We're in all 10 counties. We do over 600,000 inspections, about 20,000 a year. We cover everything: mold, termite, sewer, chimney, pool, foundation, roof. We officially have certified roof company that we have absorbed, and so we can certify your roof for up to 5 years. That helps with insurances. Same with your foundation. We have a new foundation guy who can go under. He actually owned a foundation company beforehand. He's a licensed contractor, so he can inspect, and then he can also fix if there is anything wrong there. New for 2025, which is really cool, is we're bringing out an AI system for our company. So inspections are going to typically go a little bit faster. Usually we like to say around 2,000 square feet. They take about 2.5 hours. We're going to cut that down now because your guys' time is so valuable. With your guys' time being so valuable, we've opened up 2 texting lines, so you guys can order now through texting. Also, we have the balconies. Those are super important. I think it's SB 721 is the new balcony law coming out, where balconies will have to be inspected, but those have to be inspected by somebody who's licensed to do it. And we have that capability. So
Yeah, I think it started January 1st, 2025. Yeah.
So we are able to do that now, as well as solar panels we brought out this year as well. So like I said, we cover basically everything plus. So if you guys have it, you guys need it, we can all do it. And they all happen on the same day. Our turnaround times are 24 hours, unless it's a mold sample. Then we send that off to a lab and we get you guys an actual lab analysis on that mold. That's if it is mold or not. And then, yeah, that 24-hour turnaround time. We love your guys' business, and yeah, like to help you guys out.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You have any questions for Brandon?
Can you talk more about the balcony law just came out?
Yeah, there's a new law that just came out, SB 721, and it's just a balcony inspection. Basically, it's like structurally, you have to make sure that the engineering on it, everything is correct. So we have that capability now.
Let's say when we have like a buyer or listing that has a balcony,
Correct.
then we have to make sure that the inspection report that they have.
Yeah, that'll be in the inspection report. Yes, if there's anything structurally wrong with it, anything wrong with the engineering, that'll be in there, highlighted in red.
Okay. Got it.
Is that also for townhome and condos?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for townhomes and condos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went through it. I mean, luckily mine wasn't considered a balcony because I do have the house is like right below it. So it was not considered a balcony, it's considered more of a what's the word? Okay, I'll say patio, but deck. I think it might have been a deck, yes. So if there's nothing below it, then yes, that's when you have to do that additional inspection. But if the house sits on it, then you're okay. But if there's nothing below it, like wood or anything like that, or metal or anything like that, you have to have that additional inspection. Yeah.
So not every inspector is certified to inspect the balcony.
Correct.
In that case, let's say if the buyer hired an inspector that's not certified in balcony, right? Then they have to hire another balcony specialist or?
Nope, that's just something that you disclose as you're making that order. Say, hey, there's gonna be a balcony that we need inspected in this, and then we grab that guy. So like I said, we have over 85 inspectors. We're able to mix and match, move people around. We can get that guy to you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you don't do?
We don't jump in the pools and check for cracks, and we run all the equipment, make sure that's good, but we don't do any of that crack testing or anything like that. But yeah, everything else like houses under, we make them crawl under every house, take pictures. Your reports are going to be 80 pages long. Everything that is disclosed is on the front page. And there'll be over 400 pictures in there of everything that we do find. So
400 pictures.
Yeah, we are very thorough.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, our guys are all educated on how to talk to people. We don't say mold. So like when we're walking you through in that last 45 minutes, we take you and the buyer through. We have a conversation. They say, hey, there might be microbial growth, but we don't know if that's it could be anything, mildew, but we're going to send it off to the lab and check it. So we don't like to kill deals, so.
Appreciate
something
it.
We help them with,
Yeah,
yeah.
because that
So-
M word can kill deals,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
so they are educated in that as well.
Perfect. Yeah. Any other questions for Brandon?
It's Christian.
Oh, Christian.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
My,
Brenton is the one who was, yeah.
okay, that's
I'm
where I
your
see
guys'
it.
new
Christian, so Christian, any other questions for Christian? Yes. All right, perfect. Let's give it up for Christian.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So Christian. Okay, now I remember Christian. Perfect. Yes, exactly, Jody. Say it 3 times. Absolutely. All right, perfect. So I have a question for you guys. Was today informative?
Yes.
Did you guys get value? Are you guys glad you guys came today?
Yes.
Are you guys glad you guys came today?
Yes.
Thank you. Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much. And please partake in some lunch back. Oh, okay. So please partake in lunch that's about to come up in the next 5 to 7 minutes. All right. Thank you guys.
Yeah.